with great team culture at Dana Trucking. Learn more and apply today at danatrucking.com.
Next weekend, the Lincoln Stars welcome the Sioux Falls Stampede to the Icebox for the first time this season. Don't miss Princess Night on Saturday, January 20th at 6:05 p.m. Get 4 tickets and 2 tiaras and a Princess Night pack for $75 now at LincolnStars.com. Secure your seats for the Stars versus the Stampede next weekend.
Make the 2024 deer season your best yet. Come to the Nebraska Deer and Game Expo Friday, January 19th through Sunday, January 21st. Check out the hunting seminars, browse the hunting and outdoor exhibits, sign up for the Dylan Blind giveaway, compete in the Big Bucket Monster Shed contest, and try the 3D shoot and more. Buy your tickets at the door. The Nebraska Deer and Game Expo, January 19th through 21st at the Sand Hills Global Event Center in Lincoln. 84th and Havelock, presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Husker fans, your Nebraska wrestling team needs you at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for a Big Ten matchup on Sunday, January 21st against the Purdue Boilermakers. The duel will begin at 1 p.m., and the first 200 fans will receive a Nebraska wrestling blanket. For more information or to secure your tickets, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Start 2024 off on a high note by loading up on meat and more at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through January 23rd is a Nebraska ground beef case sale. 12 one-pound packages of premium Nebraska ground beef for just $46.99 per case and $2 off Graza olive oils. Plus, don't forget their 2 new locations now open, one at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
It's pro time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are about to hit the court. Mark your calendars for January 24th at 7 p.m. when we host the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Witness world-class talent, including national champions and Olympians. Don't wait. Secure your single match tickets today at supernovas.com and become a part of history.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. Going to be a little bit more chillier today than it was yesterday, but still it's in the positive, so I'll take it. I will take it.
I'll take anything that's not negative.
No negative. However, man,
Slight negative.
this morning started out a little rough for me.
Did it?
Yes.
Why?
I almost got stuck.
Oh, man.
Well, I was stuck, actually. But
you got out. I mean, you're here.
I escaped, thankfully.
Somebody help you? Or did you just figure it out on your own?
Just push.
The strong man.
No.
Only the strong survive.
I had help. Great people, great help. But yeah, those residential streets, there's some spots.
They're still not great. Not great. Even after the sun, even after the sun was out yesterday and melted a bunch of it. The plows should have came through after it melted and got rid of the slush.
Got rid of it.
But they didn't. So then the slush turned into crunchy ice, and it's just real bumpy now. This is not great. It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not a fun time to drive through all that.
But at least the main streets are now starting to get to a point where they're not
smooth.
Where when you hit the brakes, you don't slide like 5 feet forward.
I saw somebody just riding somebody's tail, and I'm like, it's not going to end well. And of course, light turns yellow.
Shabam.
They're in that in-between zone where you're like, can I make it or should I stop? And the front car was like, I should stop. And the back car was like, we can make it. Neither one of them made it.
Yeah, it amazes me. Just like yesterday, I was getting ready to turn left, and the light turned red, and I was watching the car that was coming from the opposite lane, and I was like, yeah, I don't think she's going to stop. And she didn't even think about pushing the brakes, and she was
not even a question.
The light was red for a good 3 seconds. I was just like, I guess that's the way they do it, It's like, but man, that was.
You ever have the people next to you that you're kind of going the same speed? You see the light turn, and you're like, I'm definitely not going to make this. And for some reason, the person next to you is like, no, this is happening. But you're stopping, and they're still going like the same speed.
Yeah.
And then it turns red, and you're like, coming to a, like a little stop, and they just go right through. And you're like, that's not even close.
Yeah.
And it's always those things where I try to gauge it off of the person next to me, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to make it. Let's see what they're doing. And if they're still going, I'm like, look, you can't get both of us.
Yeah.
Except, the cameras can.
I want to like turn into AD, I think, and just have a driver from now on.
Maybe.
Just get drivers. I don't want to drive.
Have to worry about anything.
I don't want to drive no more. I'm like done with it.
I like driving.
I used to, but now I'm to the point now, if I have a chance to Uber, I'm Ubering. I'm like, I'll just get an Uber. Forget about it.
I've had so many awkward Uber experiences where I'm just like, I'll drive. I'm fine.
I mean, used to just be like, yeah, I'm going to drink, so I'm going to get an Uber.
Well, yeah.
But now I'm to the point now where I'm like, even if I'm not drinking, I'm just going to get an Uber. I might just start Ubering to work.
Everywhere, every time.
Yeah, just Uber.
That's
Uber.
A lot of money, Raff.
I know, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, just drive.
Uber.
Whatever, Raff.
And then
whatever, man.
Then the Uber is, when it's snow and gets messy out, they don't want to drive either, and so then when you're trying to get an Uber, you're just like, oh man,
it's half an hour away.
Yeah. Or there's a car out, then you request it, and then it disappears. And it's like, well, guess they don't want to drive all the way across town to pick me up.
They're like, oh, where's the request from? They're like, nah, I'm not doing that.
So
I'm not going to that side of Lincoln.
I'm just going to Uber all the time.
It's all right. Raff, I know we're going to talk about the basketball game in the next segment, but
Latex Mallard from MySpace is volunteering to be my Uber driver. $80K a year in healthcare. Will be my driver.
Can you do that for?
Yeah, I'll think about that for
Nick's MySpace man.
I'll think about that for a while.
Okay, give him about a year. Latex Mallard.
Yeah, let's see here. We're gonna have to go into like national syndication or something.
Latex Mallard. Maybe you drive for everybody. Maybe you'll be the tickets driver.
Ooh, yeah. Official driver of the ticket.
Do you think we could run that past The bosses?
DP and Rebecca.
You think they'd be okay
I
with
think
that?
DP would probably be like, ooh, that's a pretty good idea. And then
Maybe.
Rebecca would be like,
Nah, probably not.
So we'll think about it. We'll keep you in mind.
I'm going to let you know right now the answer is probably no.
Probably.
More than likely no.
I mean, it's not a yes, not a solid yes by no means, but you never know. You never know. Yeah, basketball. Yeah.
I know we're going to get to it in the next segment.
I was trying to divert a little bit.
So
just
I know,
because,
but we have to talk about it.
Yeah.
We have to talk about the men's team continuing the struggles on the road.
Yeah.
The women's team turning it around at home and getting the win over Michigan. But more the piece of conversation that we'll probably focus on the most is the Juwan Gary injury, which we don't know exactly what it was, how severe it is, how long he'll be out.
Oh my goodness.
But
so westbound O Street is closed at the overpass right now, so the cars are backed up. I just got that from Cool Hand Luke. I was wondering why all the cars were lined up in front of us right now. So that would be why.
Well, everybody, here's your news break.
Dun dun dun.
Traffic alert by Chris Raff. Chris Raff will throw it to you.
Chris Raff and the ooh. Oh my goodness. The ticket helicopter.
That's not happening.
Let's send it up to the ticket shopper and Chris Raff. So I'm sitting up here over O Street right now, and it looks like the West Bypass is closed. Please divert and go opposite ways. Back to Rico.
Thanks, Raff.
Oh, man. Yeah, basketball again. Sorry. I try to divert as much as possible right now. I'm sure.
No, you're good.
I'm sure all the listening audience is probably the same way, right? That just hurt last night. I would like to quote AD, his response to that game last night, but it is not permissible on the radio.
Not appropriate.
Yeah.
Not radio appropriate.
The FCC would
not let us
ban us for at least 3 months,
just
4 days, and 2 hours.
A smidge. So what we'll do is we'll go to a break.
And then come back.
And then we'll come back
and jump in.
We'll depress everybody some more.
Hizzle Yeah, that would make the traffic even worse probably. But all right, we'll throw it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
It's pro time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are about to hit the court. Mark your calendars for January 24th at 7 p.m. when we host the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Witness world-class talent, including national champions and Olympians. Don't wait. Secure your single match tickets today at supernovas.com and become a part of history.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, Southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Husker fans, your Nebraska wrestling team needs you at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for a Big Ten matchup on Sunday, January 21st against the Purdue Boilermakers. The duel will begin at 1 p.m., and the first 200 fans will receive a Nebraska wrestling blanket. For more information or to secure your tickets, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, and they've built neighborhoods in and around Lincoln for over 25 years.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of January, because get an early start on it. Sit down, the snow's flying, let's sit around the table, let's drop some plans, let's put numbers together, let's get a budget put together, and let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beers, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
I see the future in our public school classrooms every day. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. I also see how critically important parent and community support is to our students' success. Support your public schools. Get involved. Form a business school partnership or become a school volunteer. Great schools and great communities work hand in hand.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday. We are back. Trying to divert talking about Nebraska basketball, but I guess we probably need to jump into it.
Raff really wants to avoid this topic.
Oh, man, I do. I was trying as hard as I could. Every time we say Nebraska basketball, I'd be like,
oh, hey, yeah, this is happening.
No, change. But
hey, get a helicopter.
Yeah, hey, get a helicopter.
No, Raff, we got to do it.
All right, let's do it. And
Nebraska.
also, too, if you're coming down O Street, stay away from the West Viaduct.
Yeah.
So, Jack, if you're driving in from Seward, find a different way to this
just
morning.
avoid that.
Okay, here we go.
Nebraska
basketball.
men's basketball travels to Piscataway, New Jersey, to the Jersey Mike Center, formerly known as the Rack, and falls on the road to Rutgers, 87-82 in overtime to fall to 13-5, 3-4 in the Big Ten. Rutgers moves up to 10-7, 2-4 in the Big Ten. And the story really isn't about the game and Nebraska losing. The story that most people are focused on right now is that Juwan Gary in the second half, right?
Yeah, I think
early
second half, they made a basket and he went to run down the court or whatever.
Yeah, early on the second half, went to, run down to the opposite end of the court and pulled up lame and walked off under his own power, but then had to be helped to the locker room. Was it left leg?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure. I just know I was just like, oh no.
Lower leg injury. A lot of speculation going around. Not going to do that.
Yeah.
But it's never good when it's a non-contact injury. Nobody bumped into him. It didn't look like his knee bent any which way. It didn't look, his ankle didn't turn or anything. He just went to run and all of a sudden stopped running, could barely walk, and walked off the court under his own power. So non-contact to one of the best players on your team is never a good sign. And Nebraska severely missed him as the game went on. As you and Jake mentioned in the spillover, there was a stretch for Nebraska where they went, 10 minutes, 9 minutes?
9.5 minutes with no buckets.
9.5 minutes without a bucket. That's not new to Nebraska basketball. That's not new to Nebraska basketball fans. Long scoring droughts.
Well, they put up a 6.5 mark in the first half.
Yeah. Long scoring droughts are well known to Nebraska basketball. Is that's something that they do very well, is go on long scoring droughts. So it wasn't a surprise, but especially without Juwan Gary, it hurt. And with Rink Mass not having the best game in terms of his standards, but Bryce Williams stepping up to the plate and having one of his better games as a Husker, still wasn't enough as Nebraska goes into overtime. Has a chance with 3 seconds left. 3 seconds left.
3 seconds left.
3 seconds left at the end of regulation.
Yeah.
And decide to lob it for whatever reason.
Well, in the post-game show, Coach Hoiberg said that the timing was off. They said that K-State started the play a little early, which threw off the timing of the entire play, which put them in that predicament. So it was one of those with the 3 seconds left. I was like, if they do not get a decent shot here, I mean, I always hope Nebraska will win, but I was like, if they go to overtime, like you said, it plays into the home team. I think that the chances of winning go way up. And I also too, it frustrates me that it's just like, you've got to find a way to create some sort of shot. To go almost 10 minutes without a field goal. I mean, that's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
And we always talk about this year how we've got different guys and different avenues to go to. You've got to find a way to create something. To 10 minutes in a Division I basketball game with no field goals. And then also too, in overtime, Keisei Tominaga, I love Keisei Tominaga. I think he's a spark plug. When he gets on fire, he gets on fire. But that 3 that he took to try and tie the game up when Nebraska had a chance there, I think there's probably like a minute and a half, 2 minutes left in overtime. And that shot, that's not a shot he should have took. And if anybody should have been shooting a 3-pointer at that time, it should have been Hoiberg. Hoiberg had made two consecutive. It looked like, he was the guy that kind of sparked Nebraska staying close there in overtime before they eventually pulled away. What happened was Keisei took the shot way out. Guy was in front of him. It wasn't the shot. They could have got a better shot with the time they had remaining. And that's it's so frustrating. It's like, oh, I love you, Keisei, but you got to have a better shot selection.
Like we said, he doesn't see a shot that he doesn't like. He doesn't see a defender really sometimes. And at times, when it goes in, it's great and you're excited. But there are, like you said, for how much we love Keisei, there are times where he takes bad shots.
Yeah,
and it's okay to say that.
Yeah, and that was
takes
one of them
bad shots where he forces a shot up where he thinks, I can make this. I mean, he makes them a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but he makes them more than he misses sometimes. And you feel good whenever he throws one up that it's usually going to go in. But sometimes you just look at a shot, and you're like, that's not. You definitely, like you said, could have found a better shot in that instance, especially with
you had the time. It wasn't like you were rolling down to 1 second left. If that's the case, the shot you get, that's the shot you get. But being that you had time on the shot clock and you had plenty of time, you could have found a better shot. Not only maybe even for Sam Hoiberg, you could have found a better shot for Keisei Tominaga in that position. And then you've got to look now, like not knowing what's wrong with Juwan and how long he'll be out for. From what it looked like it was pretty serious. Now you're going to need someone to step up. If it's Diop or Diop, you've got.
I think it's Jope.
Matar
Jope.
Yep. He's got to step up. He's got to basically grow up, and he's got to become some sort of force in the middle there.
Is it Jope or is it Eli Rice? I think Eli Rice has the inside track to being that guy. Is it back to?
It can be both of them as far as I'm concerned.
Do you go back to Josiah Alec in the starting rotation? Do you throw a redshirt freshman Eli Rice? You're not going to throw a freshman Jope in there, but do you throw redshirt freshman Eli Rice in the starting lineup to keep Josiah coming off the bench as kind of a spark plug to him and CJ and Sam Hoiberg coming off the bench? Do you put CJ back into the starting lineup?
It's gonna be interesting how they play that out. And then I keep on going. Blaze Keita. I know we haven't seen him this year, but I think he would be another guy that you might want to look at just for a rim protector type guy.
Is he still hurt?
See, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I felt like last year before he got injured, he was starting to become a little bit of a rim protector, a little bit a guy that could get a rebound.
I think he was more of just an inside presence. I wouldn't say that he was a rim protector. He wasn't blocking shots. He was altering a lot of shots, which is good. It's still good.
Just a big body.
Just a big body on the inside.
It felt like last night watching that game that it just looked like Nebraska was just, they weren't as, I'll say it. They did not look as strong. Like you saw those Rutgers guys, and that's why they had 25 offensive rebounds, because they were pushing Nebraska all over the place.
25 offensive rebounds to Nebraska's 11. They both teams had 31 defensive rebounds, but again, Rutgers 25 offensive rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds from Clifford Omorui.
Yeah, and I like Rink. I know he struggled last night. However, he's not that, he doesn't have that Big Ten body of that, like the banging on the inside and getting the rebounds. Like, he's good, but it just looked like last night those guys were just bigger and they were just pushing them around. Like, you'd see Rink go up for a rebound, all of a sudden you'd see him like, and he'd back up like 3 feet, and it would be one of their big guys that was bodying them up and pushing them back. So they got to find someone that's.
Do you think that there's any validity to his bad struggling offensive game kind of affecting him in the rebounding category on the defensive side of things, where he was 2 for 12 from the field last night? Like, that's not the Rink Mass that we've seen all season. You're due to have a bad game at some point. He's been pretty good all season. Just a bad time to have a bad game.
Yeah, and I think he's a good player.
For me, it was him and Juwan Gary were the straws that were stirring the drink for Nebraska basketball.
Yep.
And as long as you had those two, you were doing pretty well. We saw how they did without Rink, and it was, a little bit of a struggle even with Juwan in there. Now you're going to have to figure out how you do things without Juwan, which you did at the beginning of the season for the first couple of games when he was suspended.
Yep.
So you've played without Juwan, you've played without Rink. Now you're going to have to go more than likely, until we find out more than likely the rest of the season at least, without Juwan Gary.
Yeah. So it's going to, it stinks. Like I said last night, I was like, why can't Nebraska ever have anything nice? Because now this throws Coach Hoiberg into a whole new predicament, to where now he's going to have to, what they were doing at the beginning of the year, trying to find the right rotations. Now he's back in that same boat. He's going to have to find, what rotations work for Nebraska, and who he can go to, who he can turn to. Time and time again, Sam Hoiberg. I just can't say enough about Sam Hoiberg. Just the player that he is, and just what he does for Nebraska. He was single-handedly in overtime keeping Nebraska in that game last night. So, gosh, it's frustrating. I hope they can find some sort of something that clicks. The best would be as if somehow Juwan Gary, where he would only be out for like a couple weeks or something like that.
If it wasn't too serious. But even then he's going to have to get back into basketball shape.
Yeah.
You don't know how long that's going to take. And right now, with these 2 losses on the road, it's a major hit to your postseason hopes. Now, you still have, with the wins that you do have, you still have NIT hopes and possibly some NCAA tournament hopes. I don't know where they're sitting in the net or anything like that, or the RPI, but these 2 road losses to, look, Rutgers and Iowa normally are pretty solid Big Ten teams. This year, they're both down. Those 2 losses don't look great. They're on the road, which helps you a little bit, but even then, still not great losses. Nebraska basketball is going to have to figure out a way to turn things around and stack together some wins, get something going, get back on the right track. Because right now, if you're still hoping for NCAA tournament appearance, you're going to have to start stacking wins, because what you did early in the season was great, but your strength of schedule wasn't the greatest. Those non-con games weren't great. You do have the win on the road against Kansas State. You do have the win against Purdue. You do have the win against Indiana, but you have some pretty bad losses in there as well. You have the win against Michigan State, but Michigan State's up and down lately. So you're going to have to start stacking some wins and definitely getting some more wins on the road.
And Nebraska last night, they had 2 opportunities where they almost had a chance to put that game out. Like they said on the Big Ten Network at halftime, the Nebraska, they got up by 12 in the first half. They were about ready to, I think they put up a few more points there. You shut down that crowd. You let them know, Nebraska's here to dominate. Mm-hmm. They get that win. Then the second half happens again. They tied it up at halftime. Second half, Nebraska rolls the lead up to 12 again, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, if Nebraska just stands pat, trades baskets, Nebraska wins this game. Then all of a sudden, Nebraska decides, we're going to go 10 minutes without a field goal. Yeah. And it's like, you just played them right back into the game.
Yeah, there you go.
And then any Big Ten basketball arena, any basketball arena in America, when the crowd gets into it, it's almost like I feel like the referees let them play a little bit more, because you could just tell the physical, that when they go to that physical game against Nebraska,
physicality ramped up.
Nebraska struggled fiercely. They just didn't have it. They had no one. They just looked like they were out of kilter offensively.
It also doesn't help when Josiah Alec fouls out, and he's one of the guys who he could get physical underneath as well. But if he fouls out, that's another player.
They looked so out. The 10 minutes where they did not score in the second half, they were so out of kilter. It reminded me of playing down at the rec center, and you just have a bunch of guys playing, and you have no clue what's going on. That's kind of what it looked like last night. The last 10 minutes.
It's tough. It's tough because Nebraska offensively, the last 2 games on the road, has struggled to put points together, to get points on the board. And like you said, 2 separate, very long, over 5-minute long scoring droughts. And defensively, something that they've been able to kind of rely on outside of the game against Iowa and the game against Creighton. Defensively, they've been pretty solid all season, but in this one, they allow 5 Rutgers players to score in double digits.
Yeah.
That's not the defensive intensity that Fred Hoiberg wants or has been asking from this team. And I'm sure that there was a long discussion at halftime and at the end of the game, obviously about the game, but more than likely on that defensive side of the ball, and needing to find that intensity to get back to that side of it, because Nebraska, when their defense is playing at a high level, and defense helps offense, their offense will flourish.
And this was one of the first games too where when Nebraska got beat earlier in the year, it seemed like the other team was either scorching from the 3-point line or they were shooting for a high field goal percentage. It wasn't like Rutgers was shooting from a high field. I think they only finished like 37% last night.
38.5 from the field, 37.9 from 3.
So they were not shooting at a high clip. They were just dominant. If you give up 25 offensive rebounds, that's
what does it.
You're giving up 25 more chances to score.
They had 20 second chance points to Nebraska's 11.
Yeah, and you can't do that if that stat's there. Actually, it's surprising that Nebraska was actually even leading the game as much as they were, and even had a chance to win at the end of the game. Because if you look just the offensive rebounding stats, you're like, oh, this was a blowout.
Oh, usually you look at those and you're like, oh, they must have had a trillion second chance points.
Oh yeah,
there's no way.
Totally. So I guess in a way, Nebraska should be happy that they kept it as close as they did, as long as they did. But
lucky to even be in it.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, how about we throw it to break? We'll come back and we'll do some history.
Sounds good to me.
All right. We'll throw it to break. Just the drive. 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
I see the future in our public school classrooms every day. I'm Jenny Benson, president of the Nebraska State Education Association. I also see how critically important parent and community support is to our students' success. Support your public schools. Get involved. Form a business school partnership or become a school volunteer. Great schools and great communities work hand in hand.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Ready to make this season unforgettable? Celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union's low-rate debt consolidation loan. Combine all those bills into one affordable monthly payment with quick access to funds. Imagine all the extra cash for holiday shopping sprees, festive parties, or that well-deserved vacation. Stop by any of their branches or visit libertyfirstcu.com to find out more about their low-rate debt consolidation loan. Make this holiday season one to remember and celebrate with Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top shelf liquor to crowd favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Next weekend, the Lincoln Stars welcome the Sioux Falls Stampede to the Icebox for the first time this season. Don't miss Princess Night on Saturday, January 20th at 6:05 p.m. Get 4 tickets and 2 tiaras and a Princess Night pack for $75 now at LincolnStars.com. Secure your seats for the Stars versus the Stampede next weekend.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday.
Thursday.
Ah, good times. The weeks fly by. It's like I blink and it's like Thursday. I was like, how did that happen? Where'd Monday go?
Well, you see, when a day ends, another day begins, and that just happened.
Goes to another day
a couple of times until it was now Thursday.
Oh.
You know, the sun came up, the sun went down, the sun came up again. That's another day.
Ah, that's how it's done.
That's how it works. It was actually a couple blinks.
And then when those days change, you have history. Because you're talking about the prior day. History.
No history, son.
No history. Not even a little bit at the end.
Do
or
you want
anything?
do we want to do the little bit?
Nah, that's all right. We can just start it. We can just go with it.
No, it's okay.
All right, just a little bit.
Just a smidge of history.
I just want to hear AD's voice. I miss that guy.
And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Beautiful, Clark.
I felt like AD was here. All right, we got history today. On this day in 1896.
Oh, of course.
The Wayback Machine. The first college basketball game with 5 players on each side is conducted by the University of Iowa.
Oh, gross.
And they invite student athletes from the University of Chicago for an experimental game. So you think,
no, that game ended up terrible, obviously.
Guess who won?
Chicago.
15 to 12 and a defensive slugfest.
Just like Iowa wanted.
So
couldn't win.
So Iowa could not claim the first ever victory.
All they had to do was hit a 3 that didn't exist. They would have tied it up.
Yeah, they'd been fine. What was it? The apple baskets or the baskets?
Peach baskets.
Peach baskets. Yeah. So sorry, Iowa, you didn't win the first ever 5-on-5 basketball game. Shots fired.
Suck.
And then on this day in 1938,
really would have thought it would have been Kansas that did that first, but whatever.
Yeah, they were probably running the 4-man game, probably.
Yeah.
No 4-on-4.
4-man weave.
Yeah. Grover Cleveland Alexander is elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Grover Cleveland?
And you're saying
the president?
Oh no, this is Grover Cleveland Alexander. And you're saying, why would I bring this up in history?
Why would you?
Because Grover Cleveland Alexander was born in Elba, Nebraska.
Uh-huh.
And he's buried in St. Paul, Nebraska. And they have Grover Cleveland Alexander Days every summer there.
Do they? What do they do? Play baseball?
Not. They have car shows. And
that's not what Grover Cleveland Alexander would have wanted.
They have tributes to old Pete.
He wanted
baseball.
He was in the Baseball Hall of Fame. You need to have a baseball game between.
That's what I thought.
Elba and St. Paul.
In like old time uniforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
needs to be more baseball incorporated to Grover Cleveland Alexander.
What are we doing?
I don't
When
get
is that? Do you know when that day is?
It's in like July sometime.
We need to get up there. If anybody's listening in St. Paul,
baseball game.
We need to play a baseball game between the two towns where he was born and where he's buried.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to Nick and we'll see if he can do play-by-play. Yeah.
So Grover Cleveland, this is what's crazy about this. He had 373 wins in the big leagues.
Look at that.
But
look at that.
When his major league career was over with, he went back to St. Paul, Nebraska, hit some hard times, lived upstairs at I believe they said there was somebody's house in St. Paul. He just lived up in the upstairs, and then at the age of 63 passed away. And little do you know, you have 373 game winner.
Right there in your attic.
Right there. Well, in your town.
Right there in your attic. Just hanging out.
All right.
Didn't even know.
That was my
Have
goal.
I ever been to Elba? Thunder Not Collins says. I don't think so.
I've been to St. Paul.
I've been to St. Paul.
I've been to Grover Cleveland Alexander Days once.
Have you?
Yep.
They need to play baseball there.
Baseball.
Can somebody put me
Baseball,
in contact
Ray.
with the people that I need to be in contact
You
with?
want a baseball game?
I want to set this. I don't even play baseball, but this
You
needs
just
to
want a
happen.
game. There's got to be
The Grover Cleveland Alexander
old time uniforms.
baseball game, baseball tournament.
If you build it, they will come.
Yes, they will.
Like Field of Dreams in St. Paul, Nebraska.
It needs to happen.
Yeah, there's got to be a Field of Dreams in St. Paul. Got to be. Then on this day in 1951, the NFL rules that tackles, guards, and centers are ineligible for forward passes. So can you believe that before 51, you didn't have to report. You could just walk in and you were eligible right away.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be
center
awesome.
eligible.
That'd be awesome.
That used to be a very, very popular play back in the grade school years.
Really?
The old center eligible. Because you'd always, put the center as like the guy that couldn't catch whatever. But if you had that center that could catch, center eligible, run a seam right down the middle of the field.
That sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. Good times. And then on this day in 1963, Al Davis becomes the head coach and general manager of the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders. Al Davis, in this day in 1963, took over the Raiders. Maybe, no, can't come back. I thought maybe Al could come back and take over the Raiders.
Well, he could. It'd be weird.
It's almost like he's still running the Raiders because they have no clue what they're doing half the time. So shots fired. And that's a Bronco fan. And then on this day in 1983, the International Olympic Committee restores Jim Thorpe's Olympic medals for the pentathlon and the decathlon 70 years after they were taken for being paid $25 in a semi-pro baseball game. They took his medals away.
Ridiculous.
It was a different sport.
Ridiculous.
A different sport.
It doesn't even matter.
It wasn't even.
It's not like he used that to. You're ridiculous, Olympic Committee.
So give back Reggie Bush's Heisman.
That's absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Don't wait 70 years to give him back his Heisman. Give his Heisman back. Get it back to him.
None of that that's not even close to the same thing.
And then on this date, I got to throw this out there for my hockey fans out there. 63 years old today, Mark Messier, the captain, played for Edmonton and the Rangers. That's for all my hockey fans.
There you go.
I've got to be more hockey savvy for my hockey fans.
You're an all-around man.
That's what I do.
They call you a Renaissance man.
Renaissance man. All right, we'll throw it to break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. This week, there's a sale for ticket listeners only. If you say Go Big Red, you'll get all natural pork loin back ribs for just $1.99 per pound with a limit of 2 racks. That's at Fairway Meat Market for the ticket listener sale, now through January 21st in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
We wait all pro football season for the big game. But will you come out on top? Warhorse Festival of Games is putting you at the center of the action with 2 chances to win big. Earn entries for our $100,000 prop card challenge daily at Warhorse Casino Lincoln. Enjoy slots, sports wagering, and horse racing. Then make your picks about the big game to be eligible to win. Qualifying entries will also be put in the running for your share of the $20,000 grand prize drawing. Increase your luck for the drawing by playing free online games on the Festival of Games website. Skip the trip to Vegas and get in on the big game right here at Lincoln's favorite place to play. And if that's not enough, our $1 Million Bracket Challenge for college basketball is coming soon. Full details are online at warhorsecasino.com. Warhorse Casino Lincoln, just minutes from downtown at Highway 77 and West Denton Road. Why not today? Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
The Mill Coffee and Tea inside our 93.7 The Ticket studio is now open 7 days a week. From 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sundays, you can enjoy burritos, cinnamon rolls, fresh brewed coffee, delicious tea, or even their coffee and cream ale, sold exclusively at the Ticket Mill location. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the weekends, right here at 1040 O Street in downtown Lincoln.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
If Ewers throws that ball to the front pylon, Texas might have tied that game up and had a chance to win it.
That moment right there, it's one of those moments that every young man dreams about. There's 2 outcomes in that moment. You're a gamer or you tense up.
You're a gamer or you're a goner.
Or you're a goner.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's pro time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are about to hit the court. Mark your calendars for January 24th at 7 p.m. when we host the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Witness world-class talent, including national champions and Olympians. Don't wait. Secure your single match tickets today at supernovas.com and become a part of history.
Welcome into The Drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Thursday, and I came back happy, very happy, because I got so caught up in talking about Nebraska men's basketball, I completely forgot to say congratulations to the Nebraska women's basketball team after beating Michigan 62-43 last night.
And
Always
it's not
good.
like this is a bad Michigan squad.
No.
Michigan 12-5, or 12-5
12-6
coming into the game.
now.
12-6 now after getting destroyed
by the Huskers.
By the Huskers. 17-8 in the first quarter, and they didn't let up. They just kept their foot down, kept it going after that one. Natalie Potts finishes with another double-double as the freshman. I think she's got 4 or 5 Big Ten freshman of the week. She's going to run away with it as long as she just continues. Look, she just has to just beat average for the rest of the season. She's going to win. Big
She ain't
going to
be average. She's going to be above average.
Oh, she's going to be. She's a big
I don't know. Peer.
I don't know how many people outside of probably the coaching staff thought she was going to be as good as she has been. Like, we all knew she was going to be good, but I don't know if we knew she was going to be this good. Another double-double for the freshman as she finishes with 13 points, 10 rebounds, 4 of 6 shooting in 26 minutes versus the Michigan Wolverines. Alexis Markowski pours in 10.7 rebounds of her own. Darian White turns it around. She's kind of been in a slump since the beginning of the season, hasn't been scoring as much. To me, she hasn't been tasked with running the offense. Gets a little bit more run this time as she finishes with 13 points, 5 rebounds. Like I said, she's going to be, to me, she's a player that Nebraska fans would gravitate to. I still think they are. Yep. 13 points, 5 rebounds for the guard, the transfer guard. Maddie Kroll only finishes with 2 points, but she didn't have to do as much in this one as everybody else did their thing. Jazz Shelley, keeps getting close. She's just a stat line stuffer, close to another triple-double, 8.7 rebounds, 6 assists. Only made 1 shot from the field, and that shot was a 3. I don't know if that's
she's
her game
facilitating
plan,
the offense.
But lately, she's just been taking all of her shots from 3.
Yep.
She's like, you know what? I'm just going to shoot from 3. 1 of 4 from 3, 1 of 5 from the field. As Jess Shelley, again, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. And Kendall Moriarty off the bench, who maybe I'm mistaken. I feel like I haven't seen her much in previous games, but she comes off the bench, pours in 11 points on 4 of 7 shooting. She scores the most off of the bench. Petrie only with 2 points, Callan Hake with 2, and Kendall Coley with 1. But Nebraska women moved to 13-5 on the season.
Who they got next?
Up next, they will be on the road in Happy Valley playing a Penn State team that in the past, not great, not the greatest team. This year, 11-5 right now on the season. And then after that, Saturday, the 27th.
Oh, boy.
Make your way to Iowa City.
Oh, boy.
As they play the number 2 currently. Don't know if they might move up to number 1 in that time. Probably not, because South Carolina is on a tear. Number 2, Iowa Hawkeyes sitting at 18-1.
Yep.
It is in Iowa City, like I said, but make your way out there. It's not that far.
They're saying that Caitlin Clark will most likely move into number 1 all-time scoring in like early February.
She just passed Brittany Griner for 4th all-time.
Yep. So she's on her way to number 1. I'm sure the way the basketball gods work, it'll be probably at PBA, and she'll be going for the all-time scoring record.
Hold on, let's see what they have. Let's see Iowa's schedule, so we can make sure that doesn't happen. They have number 18 Ohio State next, and then they host Nebraska. They go to Northwestern 7-11. She might get it there. I don't know how far. Behind
she's got to get like 300 more points. So it'll be early February.
It might be in Nebraska. Also, at Ohio State, home against Nebraska, at Northwestern, at Maryland, host Penn State, at Nebraska.
Uh-oh.
It might be.
It's playing to there. It might happen.
be.
It could happen at Nebraska. You never know.
Although,
I mean, the way
she might wait. She might wait because then the next game, 4 days after that, they're at home against Michigan.
Oh, okay. So maybe. Oh, I can see this. Oh, yeah.
She'll hold back. She'll be a layup short.
Yeah.
And she'll drill a 3 to start the game.
Point shaving, and she's suspended for the rest of the season.
She'll just stop it. She'll drill a 3 from the logo against Michigan to break the record.
Good times.
Aaron's got a point. Imagine Prince, Potts, Markowski next year with Allison Widener back.
See, I continue to think that too, but then as much as I want to let my imagination go out next year, I keep on thinking she's got enough pieces right now where I think Nebraska can be a contender. They get in the tournament, I think they can cause a little bit of noise. I think they can win a game or two.
So if they lock in defensively, they're really good at forcing turnovers. If they lock in defensively, they have enough shot makers to make noise.
They can be a thorn in somebody's side.
Yeah.
So I want
because they have the nice blend of inside outside with Potts and Markowski inside doing their thing inside. Markowski can stretch out, hit the 3. You have Darian White, who's not afraid to get to the bucket, can hit a three or two from time to time. Jazz Shelley, who when she's on, she's on.
Yep.
Callan Hake, Maddie Kroll can drill shots from
deep.
deep.
you've got those pieces. That's like I don't want to get caught up thinking about next year because I think there's still plenty of this year what they can be a very successful team. So I'm not getting. I've thought about it. I mean, who hasn't? You know, it's kind of like me. I probably was thinking about Dylan Raiola taking over the starting quarterback spot about 3 years ago, but
little early, but it's okay. It happens.
I usually if I think it comes true. So
look, if my thing is the other freshman, Jess Petrie, who her footwork is impeccable inside, but Logan Nisley, if she gets the confidence back that she's had for a couple of games. And she starts drilling those from 3. We've been told by the coaching staff and by the players she is the best shooter on the team. So she gets going.
Away we
Nebraska's gonna be a problem for a lot of teams.
Away we go.
But Nebraska women's basketball crushes Michigan at PBA at the Red Out last night. Going on the road to Happy Valley for their next matchup, and then on the road to Iowa City after that. So
we're
two-game
we're
road
coming
trip.
for you, Caitlin Clark. We're coming for you.
A 2-game road trip.
What does she scored 10 points in every game except for one?
Who?
Caitlin Clark. In her freshman year, she didn't have 10 points.
Yeah, probably.
Well, Caitlin Clark, I'm letting you know right now.
Here's number 2.
That Nebraska defense is coming your way. Smothering defense.
Probably not, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Look, the thing is, she's going to get hers. Just don't let anyone else beat you.
Yeah, exactly.
If she puts up 40, then
the rest of the team can only score 10.
You win 62-52.
That's coaching. Coaching at its finest.
There you
right
go.
There.
Problem solved.
Coaching with Rico.
You know what? Hey, let her go off. Don't let anyone else do anything.
Unless she scores 70, then that's the problem.
Look, then if she scores 70, then you let her go off a little too much.
Then you're beat anyway.
But it's like, hey, you maybe actually play some defense.
Oh, man. And then we've got the National Football League.
The NFL.
The Dallas Cowboys yesterday.
The No Fun League.
Always making news.
Yeah.
Always making
weird.
news.
Mike McCarthy coming back as the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys for one more season at least.
At least.
You have to think it's because of the regular season they had. They had a very successful regular season. And, as Cowboys fans say, this is our year. We're back. Shout out to whatever Cowboys. I don't know what they say. But they had a very successful regular season. Obviously not the result that they were hoping for in the playoffs. But that has to be the main reason for Jerry Jones, putting his seal of approval on Mike McCarthy for one more year.
My thing is...
You think McCarthy and Jerry Jones had another sleepover?
Possibly. But the thing is that this is what maybe it's just the eye test. I do a lot of things with the eye test. I probably get in trouble a little bit because of the eye test. But I just feel like Mike McCarthy and the Dallas Cowboys have peaked together. I don't see them going any further with Mike McCarthy.
There's not really another level you can go to.
Yeah, there is.
Not with Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, not with Mike McCarthy.
That's what I'm saying.
So I think they peaked. I think they really have peaked. I think you're going to get the same thing next year. Actually, next year, I think you're going to struggle a little bit. You're going to struggle a little bit because you had such a kind of a, like at home, they were Cinderella at home. I mean, everything that happened at home, 8-0 during the season, things worked out with the Eagles that they fell apart. And the next thing you know, you win the division.
The Giants
you got the number
and the
2 seed.
Commanders were bad.
Everything is playing there for you. And then you fall apart. And it's just not, and I know some teams can use that as fire, but I feel like I don't see that as one of building fire. I feel it more
as the Dallas Cowboys. What more fire do you need?
Yeah,
as opposed to everybody,
I feel more of one.
Nobody
of
likes you. Like that's as much fire as you need. Nobody except for your fans likes you.
Yeah,
that's as much fire as you need. And like you said, 8-0 at home. You get the 2 seed. You get home field until you have to play the 1 seed. You still can't get it done. You lose to a Packers team that, overperformed for what a lot of people's expectations were for them. Jordan Love overperforms for what a lot of people were thinking he was going to do this season. And now, look, it's hard to imagine. You're not going to go 8-0 again next year at home. Like, you're just not. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, Pete. It's not going to happen.
Both keep the Cowboys name out of your mouth. Oh, my goodness.
Stop talking about people's childhood. Look, your Cowboys might have been good when you were a wee lad, but they ain't good no more, Peter. They ain't good no more.
And they're not keeping Dan Quinn. I would.
He's gone.
If I was,
which might be good because your defense was garbage against the Packers.
If I was a betting man, I would say that Dan Quinn will end up in Seattle. I think that's always kind of been the destiny for him to return there because he did coach the Legion of Boom when they won the Super Bowl, and he's got there's a lot of love up there for Dan Quinn and the defense that he put together. So I think that Dan Quinn ends up in Seattle. Now this gets interesting now because I had Belichick pinned in for Dallas. I thought for sure Belichick was going to Dallas. So now
I told you he wasn't.
Belichick
He's going to Atlanta.
You think?
He's going to Atlanta.
What about Vrabel to Atlanta?
Vrabel's not going to Atlanta. If Vrabel goes anywhere, it's Washington.
Washington.
Gosh.
I don't know.
Is that good for Vrabel?
What about
not.
Vrabel?
Is that good for Washington? Yes.
What about Vrabel to San Diego?
No, that's Harbaugh.
That's Harbaugh.
You could pencil these in right now.
Just write them in?
Pencil them in right now. Not a pen, because I'm not that confident, but you could pencil them in.
Rico's big board.
Harbaugh to L.A.
Belichick
to Atlanta.
Vrabel
to Washington. No new coaches this time around.
Okay.
Are there any other openings?
Carolina.
That'll be a new one. I don't know who.
I still think it should be Jim Caldwell. They shouldn't even let him get out of the building.
No, it'll be one of the Lions, either offensive or defensive coordinator. Probably it'll be their offensive coordinator. The Lions offensive coordinator will go to Carolina. I don't even know who it is.
Okay,
that's
just calling it now.
There you go. Put it in pencil. There you go, everybody. Put it in pencil and let me know when you win some money.
No, not pencil. Put it in pen.
Don't do that.
Rico guaranteed it. If Rico guarantees it, it comes true.
Don't do that. I'm pretty good at making sports wagers, not actual wagers, obviously, but like calling something that's not like in a sports matchup or sporting game,
so coaches,
or transfers and stuff like that. I'm pretty good at that.
Good. Okay.
I'm pretty good at that.
Oh, man.
If there was a way to put Monopoly money on that, I think I'd be able to buy some more Monopoly properties.
So I wonder who the Cowboys bring in as a defensive coordinator. Huh. Interesting.
I don't know. They probably hire from within.
Man, it's funny how everything just kind of switches and changes.
It's ridiculous.
And the Browns, they fired all their offensive staff, so they're gonna have to get new offensive coaches, which that kind of surprised me a little bit, just for the fact that I thought the Browns played fairly decent on offense the latter part of the year. I mean, I know they fell apart a little bit with pick sixes in the playoffs, but
that's just a Joe Flacco thing. He's boom and bust. He'll give you those, but he's not as gunslinger mentality, but he's pretty boom or bust also. He'll give you the long touchdown passes and he'll be pretty steady, but he'll throw a couple picks here and there.
And then did you see yesterday the Texans versus Ravens game?
No.
The Ravens activated Delvin Cook to their active 53-man roster.
Hell yeah.
Delvin is back.
Hell yeah.
He didn't do anything all year in the regular season.
Doesn't matter.
He's going to go for 200 yards against the Texans.
Yeah.
So they cut Melvin Gordon.
Oh, that's
Man, I'm gonna tell you what.
That's sad now. Now I'm sad.
Melvin Gordon, I don't know
In
what
Denver?
happened from a mental standpoint of fumbling, but even when he played for the Ravens, he carried the ball the one time. He's going to fumble. I don't know when, but
it's gonna happen.
Sure enough, he fumbled. I just looked at AD. I'm like, told you. It's sad.
You know who else had that issue but figured out a way to stay in the league? Amir Abdullah.
Yeah.
When he was at least,
Not as bad as Melvin Gordon.
but at least in the NFL, he was having fumbling issues, but he found a way to alleviate that. And he's still in the league. He's returning kickoffs. He's returning punts. He's getting a couple carries here and there with I think it was with the Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders. Yeah.
So
I mean, he's almost been in the league for 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Dang.
That's a nice little NFL career right there.
It's nice.
But
pretty solid.
So yeah, I'm interested to see how the old Dalvin Cook adventure works. Like, do you
Dalvin
get
Cook, Lamar Jackson, read options.
Do you get him? I mean, how many carries do you get him? Do you
Less
try?
than J.K. Dobbins.
JK's not even playing, so he's got out more than J.K. Dobbins.
Was J.K. hurt again?
Yeah, he's been out for the season.
Has he really?
Yeah, he got injured again. Knee, I believe it was.
I have not been paying attention to I like the Ravens. I have not been paying attention to the Ravens.
Ravens football Saturday, 4:30 p.m. or 3:30 p.m.
I'll watch it. That's going to be the best game of the weekend.
It is kind of interesting though.
Calling it right now.
That's the game of the weekend.
That's the game of the weekend, right?
You got Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the call. These sheets have really made me very knowledgeable when it comes to
You're welcome.
broadcasting, and John Hussey will be the referee.
Oh, well, obviously you need to know who the referees are going to be.
So who do you take? Do you take Houston or do you take?
I'm taking Baltimore.
You going with the Ravens?
I'm going with Baltimore. Regular season series history: Baltimore leads the series 10-2.
Oh,
postseason, Baltimore leads 1-0. Last time they met up was in 2012. Baltimore won 20-13.
20-13. Yeah, I think I go with the Ravens too. I mean, it's at home, and Ray Lewis is going to be there.
Is he?
And Peyton Manning's going to be there.
Is that going to be? Wait, is that? No, it's not.
Peyton's going to the game.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Why?
He said since the Broncos weren't there, he needed to take his son Marshall to a playoff game, and
that's the one.
He picked the Ravens game, and then
that's the one he picked.
He was trying to get Eli to ride a train down from New York City so they could meet up. So
do they wear Texans gear or Baltimore gear? Or no gear?
He'll go no gear.
No gear.
Peyton will have the button down, probably the button down shirt on.
Disgusting.
The sheriff. He was asking Ray, "Hey, what's up, Dwayne?"
Hi,
That's
Dwayne.
Ralph's Roadie back in the house right there, baby. I like how he puts his hands right there on the window and looks
Yes, to make sure.
So, yeah, so Peyton Manning will be at the game there on Saturday in Baltimore. Baltimore.
Be more, baby.
Be more.
The Ravens are going to destroy the Texans. I'm just letting you know that right now. And then I will call CJ Stroud a career loser somewhere.
I don't know. CJ Stroud he's just got that mentality about him.
Loser mentality.
It's not, nothing is big. Nothing is big for him.
Except when he plays Michigan.
Wow. Okay.
There's a Harbaugh on the sideline. He ain't winning.
Yeah. If Harbaugh's on the sideline, he ain't winning. But we got the NFL. Maybe he just thinks playing against the NFL is a lot easier than playing against Michigan.
Mark it down. Harbaugh on the sideline. CJ Stroud does not win.
All right. Mark it down. Oh, boy. All right. Well, we will throw to break right now. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
We wait all pro football season for the big game. But will you come out on top? Warhorse Festival of Games is putting you at the center of the action with 2 chances to win big. Earn entries for our $100,000 prop card challenge daily at Warhorse Casino Lincoln. Enjoy slots, sports wagering, and horse racing. Then make your picks about the big game to be eligible to win. Qualifying entries will also be put in the running for your share of the $20,000 grand prize drawing. Increase your luck for the drawing by playing free online games on the Festival of Games website. Skip the trip to Vegas and get in on the big game right here at Lincoln's favorite place to play. And if that's not enough, our $1 Million Bracket Challenge for college basketball is coming soon. Full details are online at warhorsecasino.com. Warhorse Casino Lincoln, just minutes from downtown at Highway 77 and West Denton Road. Why not today? Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Ever feel judged at the gym?
You don't know how to use the leg curl machine? Are you serious? Is this your first day alive? No, it's okay. I love helping people during their first day on Earth.
At Planet Fitness, get energy without the judgment and join the judgment-free zone. Never intimidating, always free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Get energized today during the Big Fitness Energy Sale for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal extended through Friday, January 19th. See Home Club for details.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If you or a loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Make the 2024 deer season your best yet. Come to the Nebraska Deer and Game Expo Friday, January 19th through Sunday, January 21st. Check out the hunting seminars, browse the hunting and outdoor exhibits, sign up for the Dylan Blind giveaway, compete in the Big Buck and Monster Shed contest, and try the 3D shoot and more. Buy your tickets at the door. The Nebraska Deer and Game Expo, January 19th through 21st at the Sand Hills Global Event Center in Lincoln, 84th and Havelock, presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
The Mill Coffee and Tea inside our 93.7 The Ticket studio is now open 7 days a week. From 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday and Sundays, you can enjoy burritos, cinnamon rolls, fresh brewed coffee, delicious tea, or even their coffee and cream ale. Sold exclusively at the Ticket Mill location. Open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the weekends, right here at 1040 O Street in downtown Lincoln.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
So he can maybe run a
So like speed option, those things, all you want to do.
Speed, I can't see much.
It's also,
Uh-oh.
look what you did. Look what you did. Look at Bill. Come on
Just
now.
calm down.
I don't say anything about semicolons or should there be a
Word
parentheses or
Too many commas over there.
Too many
Come on.
run-on sentences. Don't talk about that. It's not my wheelhouse.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th at Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. Whether it's a family dinner, a date night, or a catch-up with old friends, Florial's is the perfect place to make special memories. All you have to do is visit FlorialsNE.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. Got it. Boom. We are back. The Drive. And big night coming up tomorrow night. You know what happens tomorrow night, Rico?
Yes.
Friday night.
Yep.
Yes, you do.
Yep, totally.
What happens?
I think you should tell the people.
I am going to tell the people.
Yeah.
Because you have no clue.
I do.
I
do. You should tell the people, though. Let them know because you're just so much more excitable than I am.
I am. I'm pumped up. Yeah. At 8 o'clock tomorrow night on the NFL Network, the Polynesian Bowl. Dylan Raiola.
Yeah, I knew that.
Is back in pads. I'm ready.
Are you?
Oh, I'm ready.
I don't think you're going to learn much from this one.
Oh, you're going to learn a lot.
Are you?
You're going to see. Nebraska fans are going to get their first glimpse of just how effortless.
Are Carter and Dylan on the same team?
I don't know. They do like a draft thing, and I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. I'll give it a shot here.
Because if they are, then maybe you'll learn something. You can see the connection going there.
Yeah.
But if they're not.
And then was it Preston
Taumua?
Taumua. He's on the squad also. So let's see if
I understand, like it's another, it's an exhibition game, it's an all-star game, the Polynesian Bowl, all that. But I don't think you learn much from this one because he's not going up against college Division I, like current athletes. He's going up against guys who are going to go to college, some of them are going to be playing Division I, but
some of the top players,
they're all going to be true freshmen. They're still high schoolers, technically, kind of. Some of them.
Why are you?
I'm not raining on your parade. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm just saying that you're watching a high school all-star game. That's not you'll look at it and you'll be like, wow, he's so good. But also like it goes against sophomores and juniors and seniors and fifth-year seniors and sixth-year seniors and seventh-year seniors. Like they know more.
But for a lot of Nebraska fans, this is going to be the first time to actually watch Dylan Raiola play.
That is true.
So that's where my excitement's coming from.
That is true. I don't have NFL Network.
To where, well, you better get it. It's Dylan Raiola.
I don't have NFL Network.
This is Dylan Raiola. This is bigger than Peacock.
Don't.
This is bigger than Peacock.
Raff, don't do this.
You don't get NFL Network to watch Dylan Raiola play?
No, I would not.
Oh man. Everybody text in. Who's going to get NFL Network just to watch?
Who's going to get NFL Network and who wants to give me their password and login so I can get it as well?
So you can watch Dylan Raiola play.
Yeah, sure.
The franchise.
I'll watch everyone else on the team. I don't care about that quarterback guy.
Man, I'm excited.
It is exciting.
I'm tuning in. I'm probably just going to make an evening of it. It's just going to be.
It's been nice to see. It's been nice. It's been great to see all of the highlights and the things that are going on out in Hawaii for the Polynesian Bowl. Dylan Raiola won the long toss, the only quarterback to throw over 70 yards, and he did it twice, 70 and 72 yards.
That's what he does.
Just watching him in the warm-up lines and just running the drills, and it looks so effortless when he throws it, just a flick of the wrist. He's not, putting his whole body into it and launching the ball.
Effortless.
It's just a beautiful touch on the ball, throwing to the pylons and hitting his receivers in stride. It looks really nice. Again, high schoolers.
The one thing that I will say is, in all seriousness, I'm excited to see Dylan Raiola play, just to see, just to watch the throwing. I like watching him throw. I just enjoy it. But what Carter Nelson is getting by going and playing in these last couple All-Star games,
the experience of playing 11-man football,
exactly,
yeah,
and playing against an upper caliber, I think this is huge for him.
And the fact that he still looks pretty good.
And I saw yesterday that they named him one of the top players that's been standing out in practices. Mm-hmm. So seeing that that transition. That
Hey, an athlete's just going to be an athlete. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how 8-man, 6-man, 11-man.
Sometimes it doesn't.
He's just an athlete.
Sometimes you're a crazy good athlete, but you get to an upper caliber, upper echelon of football, it's just not there.
Mm-hmm.
And then also too, I've had a lot of people ask me, how is Carter Nelson at the Polynesian Bowl? Because he's probably not Polynesian, being from Ainsworth, Nebraska.
You don't know that.
Okay. So the Polynesian Bowl.
He's definitely not, but you don't know.
The Polynesian Bowl is a celebration of football. So not only can you have Polynesian descent and be at the Polynesian Bowl, they also invite the top players around the country to come to the Polynesian Bowl. So that answers that question. I don't think Carter Nelson's Polynesian. I don't know. Maybe he is.
Somewhere
we
along the
get
line.
maybe that's a question we have to ask him down the line. But that's how that happens, because they have a lot of the top players from the country that are playing in that game. So yeah, that answers that question. I'm glad I could be there for y'all.
Wish I could have gone to the Polynesian Bowl.
Man, I want to go to the Polynesian Bowl, but we have to be like Sports Writer of the Year and stuff like that.
Yeah, something like that. Steve Sipple.
Has there ever been any report that Sipple ever pick up a football?
I don't know.
They were challenging him to throw over 35 yards. I say
doubt
he could.
he did.
He could go over 35 yards.
I don't.
I could throw over 35 yards off my knees.
You're also, from your knees, you're still like 6'1", so.
Yeah,
it doesn't
35,
matter.
not a problem.
Doesn't matter.
Not a problem.
I don't know. I don't think he has. I don't think he will. He probably forgot about it already.
Yeah.
And nobody's texted him.
So you're not going to watch the Polynesian Bowl, is what you're telling me.
If I find that I have NFL Network on my television,
you will watch it.
Maybe I tune in.
Yeah, Husker Army. No more giving out passwords for you. We've definitely got you. We've got you on lockdown. No.
Husker Army do something bad?
No, I didn't do anything bad, but he got hacked. So
what a tragedy.
But he's coming back strong. Husker Army is bouncing back.
All right. I believe in you, Husker Army.
Come back to us.
NFL playoffs.
NFL playoffs. Get back to it.
We talked about Houston. We talked about B More.
Yep.
Up next.
Dalvin Cook back. Run for 200 yards.
It's probably. Green Bay, the surprise. One of the surprises.
Packers, 49ers.
Of the playoffs, travels to San Francisco.
Yep.
To play the 49ers, who are heavy favorites.
Yeah, I think the magic runs out on the Packers.
You think so?
But I think it'll be a closer game than what people are expecting. But I think that 49ers just have too much. I've been telling everybody all year, Fred Warner, he is an absolute beast on defense.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a week or two of rest. So get that body feeling better. Then you got the Deebo Samuels, the Christian McCaffreys. Brock Purdy has another chance at the playoffs. So you remember last year he had that
got hurt
arm injury, that shoulder injury
couldn't throw.
Yeah. So this year's the year. 49ers, they're going to roll all over the Packers.
Now, I will say, because we have these beautiful sheets in front of us, regular season series history. The last game that these two played in the regular season was back in 2021, and Green Bay won that 30-28. Jordan Love was not the quarterback, obviously. In the postseason, the last time they played was back in 2022, January 22nd of 2022, and San Francisco won that 13-10. The last time they played in San Francisco in the playoffs, however, back in 2020, San Francisco won 37-20. Again, Jordan Love not the quarterback for any of those matchups. And Jordan Love has had a very impressive season and a very good postseason debut.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think the magic runs out. I think San Francisco is loaded at just about every position, offensively and defensively, and that they roll through Green Bay in San Francisco, sunny San Francisco. If this was in Green Bay, it might be a different story, but San Francisco being the 1 seed, they get it done.
Yep.
They get it done. Unfortunately, Jordan Love, the music will end in San Francisco.
And it's not a bad thing. I mean,
no.
The
It's his
Packers
first year as a starter.
The Packers have found themselves a franchise quarterback
again.
So now it'll be interesting to see. I think he's got one more year on his rookie contract to see what kind of contract he gets from the Packers.
This will not be a.
He probably will be able to buy the city of Green Bay.
Who was the one that San Francisco drafted? Number 2 overall, or
number 2.
And then they were holding on to him, and then he didn't turn out to be. He's behind Garoppolo.
Yeah. The one he's the Cowboys' second straight quarterback.
He was
now.
at North Dakota State.
Trey Lance.
It will not be like that.
Yep. So he definitely will be cashing in Green Bay. He'll probably buy the entire city. Maybe.
Probably.
Green Bay's not a big town. Not at all.
Poor
all right.
Bay.
Move on to the next game.
Next game. Tampa. Does Trey Palmer wake up pissed off? If so, that's 7 points on the board automatically.
Automatically.
They travel to Detroit, where they were playing inside, not outside.
Not outside.
The weather will not affect them as they play the Lions, the darlings of the season, Nick Saintert's team, if you will.
Yep.
The Lions hosting Tampa Bay up in Detroit. Regular season series history. They played this season. Detroit won 20-6.
You got a password for the NFL Network.
What?
They gave you your password for the NFL Network.
Oh, thanks.
And unfortunately, I believe it's a fake password just because.
No, I think that's right.
Password, get your own.
No, I think that's right. That's still spelled Rico wrong, but okay.
Oh, that's classic.
I'll try it. We'll see if it works.
So here's the deal. I think Tampa Bay beats Detroit.
Really?
Yep.
I just can't trust Tampa.
I can't either.
Trust, well,
I can't either.
I can't trust Baker.
But I can't trust him either. But the defensive back for the Lions, you just don't disrespect someone like that.
What did he say?
Came out and said the Packers would be a really good team if they had a quarterback.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
I mean, you can because you did.
No, you can. You said it. But now you think you got a pissed off Trey Palmer. Now you got an upset Baker Mayfield. Baker is going to be playing out of his gore.
Yeah, but
can't say
is he actually going to be playing out of his, or is he going to get upset and take chances?
He's going to funnel. He's going to funnel that.
Is he?
He's going to harken back to his Oklahoma Sooner glory days.
Oh, yeah?
His Heisman Trophy glory days.
Like when they beat Michigan?
This is going to be one of those
Ohio
times.
State.
One of these times when Dan Campbell's probably going to look at his defensive back at the end of the year and go, "You should never have said something like that.
Why'd you do that?
You got it. Playoff decorum. You never.
Detroit doesn't know playoff decorum.
You never give a team that kind of fire.
They'll be fine.
Oh, I don't think so.
As much as it pains me, I think Detroit gets this one.
I don't know. I think Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I think Tampa wasted all of their magic against the Eagles.
Watch out.
They put up way too many points.
See, I don't think so. I think the Eagles just fell through. I thought they were just a house ready to crumble. I don't think it was so much that Tampa Bay played great. I think it was Eagles were not that good.
Nah, they put up too many points.
Tampa Bay's football is ahead.
They were blitzing every single time on
you don't
defense,
tell.
and the Eagles just couldn't pick it up.
Yeah, don't tell Baker Mayfield.
Jared Goff's going to play better than Jalen Hurts. I don't even believe that.
We'll see. We'll see.
Nah, give me the Lions. Give me the Lions.
Lions. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's
Okay.
I just feel better about the Lions. Than
I
do
hear you.
about Tampa
I hear
Bay.
you.
I can't trust Baker Mayfield. Again, it's the boomer bust thing. Gunslinger. He's going to sling it all over. He might get you a touchdown or two, but he also might throw 3 interceptions in that one.
All right.
I don't even think you need to pick this one. I already feel like I know where you're going with this. Kansas City goes up to Buffalo.
Oh, I'm taking the Chiefs all day.
Are you?
Oh, yeah. Let's go Chiefs.
Really?
No.
That's crazy, Raff.
Kidding me?
Go ahead, say that again.
Actually, this game right here is one. It's just the NFL wants this game. Everyone wanted this game. I told AD Pittsburgh could have played the game of their lives, but they were not beating the Bills.
No.
Because you want Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes.
This is the pseudo AFC championship.
Everybody wants Mahomes versus Allen. Everybody. I mean, I'm probably in the same boat.
Somebody said that this is Brady Manning part 2.
Part 3.
No, I mean like Brady Manning. And this is the
2.
second.
Okay, I thought you meant for these two playing in the playoffs.
Is this part 3 or part 4? I don't know.
I think it's 3. I think because Chiefs won.
Didn't the Bills win once?
No, Bills have yet to win.
No, okay.
They should have in overtime, but he didn't get to touch the ball.
I cannot wait for this game to go to overtime, for the Bills to score first, and then for the Chiefs to
get the
score
ball back.
and win the game.
Yeah, I'm just excited to watch this game. It's what time's it at?
It is at 6:30.
6:30
on Sunday.
Man, that works. Okay, 5:30 Central Time.
Oh, yeah, Central Time, 5:30. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo on the call.
Oh, that works out perfectly for me. So I got to work this weekend.
Careful, Sean Hockey lies the head
But
ref.
I'll get off work and then boom, I'll be there. See, AD agrees with me. Says facts. He's listening right now.
Oh, he agrees with you that the Steelers didn't have a chance
had no
because
chance.
because the NFL was against
The
them?
NFL
Of
was
course
again.
he
It was
agrees with you.
going to be the Bills and Chiefs.
Look, you're not wrong, but stop it.
Stop it. You got to give the people what they want.
Exactly. And this is what they want.
I'm going to go out on another limb. I'm going to say this will be the most watched game of the season.
No.
Hmm?
No.
We'll see.
It'll be Patrick and Lamar in the AFC Championship.
No.
That's the most watched game. That's what everybody's going to watch.
Also, I guess you're saying it won't be Josh and Lamar in the AFC Championship
It will
game.
not.
It will not.
It will not. No, you're right. That is what I'm saying.
It will not. Okay.
I'm sorry, but
this will be
Jay Foreman's heart is going to double break this weekend. No Texans, no Bills.
Wow.
He has a chance to either be very happy or very sad this weekend.
He's got to feel good about his percentages, though.
Yeah. Not really.
So now,
to get one team in, the Bills have the better chance.
So if the Bills or the Texans make it to the Super Bowl, and then Jay's going, correct?
I believe they are.
So Jay's going. Does that mean he gets invited to like all the Bills or the Texans parties and all that stuff?
No.
That'd be quite the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
I want to go to the Super Bowl with Jay.
That'd be cool.
Man, I'd be like super duper.
Super duper.
All right. Well, should we send it to break now and then come back with RGT and call it a day?
Yerp.
All right. We'll throw it a break. This is The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old-fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way. Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Hello, everybody. It's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I hear that new Honda manufacturing continues to go up, and you have new Hondas in stock now.
That's correct, Charlie. We have more than 40 new Hondas in stock right now. It's great that a customer can come in and buy a new Honda and drive it home that day. New Honda inventory keeps getting better each month.
Okay, then. How about used cars, Andy?
We have more than 100 pre-owned vehicles to choose from right now, and a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in daily. We have just about every maker model you can imagine in any price range.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Husker fans, your Nebraska wrestling team needs you at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for a Big Ten matchup on Sunday, January 21st against the Purdue Boilermakers. The duel will begin at 1 p.m., and the first 200 fans will receive a Nebraska wrestling blanket. For more information or to secure your tickets, visit huskers.com/tickets or call 402-472-3111.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket, proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Boom.
Got it. Boom. All right. That time of the day. Today's a good day.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Strike came in a really bad mood, but it's just increasingly got better. It just got better.
It was a better day yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Before the men lost.
Yeah.
Although it is a good day today because the women won.
Yeah, women won.
But it's colder outside, so
yeah, I see Jay Foreman's breath as he's walking in.
I don't know.
He looked like a linebacker put on his Buffalo Bills helmet and the breath coming out of his helmet.
The frozen tundra.
All right.
Jay Foreman lines up.
Oh, for the Raiders. All right. Are we ready for Raff's Good Take? It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now. All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to Chloe Wolf. She is a 6th grader at Lex Middle School. Chloe, this is amazing what she's doing. She decided to go out and start making bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
And what she did was she made a bunch of bracelets, probably about 100 of them.
Ooh.
And she's been selling those bracelets, and she's fundraising. And what she did was she donated the money that she's made from those bracelets to Cedars on January 2nd. And she's gave money also to the Be Brave Child Advocacy Center. But this is a 6th grader.
Dude, that's awesome.
A 6th grader, and having that wherewithal and just to go out and want to help your community like that. I think that's awesome. And so, Chloe, your Raff's Good Take, because that is super cool what you're doing. And you are definitely, even though you're in 6th grade, a lot of people could need to look up to you, as a person, just being really amazing. So Chloe, your Raff's good take.
That is amazing. That is awesome. Just a massive heart.
Yeah. I
Massive heart.
saw that. And I was just like, that's a Raff's good take right there. I was like, going out, helping the community, making cool bracelets,
looking out for others.
Chloe, I'm throwing it out there right now. If you hear this or whatever, you bring in some bracelets. I'll buy some bracelets.
I'll buy some bracelets.
So, all right. Well, everyone, have a great rest of your day. Be nice to each other, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
It's pro time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are about to hit the court. Mark your calendars for January 24th at 7 p.m. when we host the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Witness world-class talent, including national champions and Olympians. Don't wait. Secure your single match tickets today at supernovas.com and become a part of history.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your